chosen ones, empaths, and all the genuine souls. The narcissist is very selfish in nature. And by them being selfish in nature, when they're doing anything, obviously they're complete and utter takers, but they feel like, because they're so selfish, that they're doing something for you. Okay? And obviously, when they're not deeming you as completely dependent upon them or completely infatuated and obsessed about them, they want to take power into their own hands, and they'll put you in a vulnerable position where they discard you or ghost you, abandon you. So all you do is preoccupy your thoughts about them. You can't see life without them. This is an agenda, people. This is a motive, chosen ones, empaths, and genuine souls. This is an agenda against you, so you don't reach your full potential. They want you to keep you stuck. Okay? They want to keep you stuck in this bind of feeling incomplete, of feeling this way. And now, if you understand that this is deliberately inflicted, this is a deliberately inflicted agenda, so you obsess, you've got to, look within and say, hang about, you don't deserve to be going through this. It's deliberately inflicted. If anything, they're trying to project their own. I know many of you understand this, but they're absolutely obsessed about you, and they're projecting their own feelings onto you, trying to make you obsessed about them, so it's similar. Okay, they felt you pulling away, they felt you disinterested. It's not only just romantic relationships. This can happen in friendships, family, whatever. They feel you pulling away, they feel you losing interest, they feel you're not there the same way, and they can be... They're gauging this wrong as well, because many of you were, present in the relationships, done your all. So what I base this down to is the natural being enmeshed with a narcissist of whatever type of relationship it is. Being enmeshed with a narcissist, it really truly drains you. So when they're seeing you drain, okay, obviously you're not providing as much supply for them, so they take it in their own hands to get that supply from you. So all you see is them. So all you see is you idolize them, and you're preoccupied about them, and you ruminate about them, and you may be in that state right now. There's nothing wrong with that. It's a passing process. What I need you all to understand is you're not doing anything wrong. You're researching, you're listening to information, you might be reading books, you're processing your pain, you're relating to the videos, you're taking what you can from this video and what you disregard the rest. That's what I always tell you to do. You're learning from other videos, and that's what it's about. It's about healing yourself and rebuilding yourself, because they've taken so much from you. But the main thing I need you to understand from this audio or this video is, don't base their decision making off something that was lacking within inside yourself. Okay? Supply, you're never gonna be always tip top. Moods fluctuate. Let's base it on moods. You see how a mood fluctuates, like waveform? Okay, a mood can fluctuate. It's the same way that supply fluctuates. Okay, you're not always gonna be, at the pinnacle of providing potent supply, because it's draining. And something I want you all to, embrace is what you actually learn about yourself, and it may have been with you since you was a child, is you actually thrive in your alone time. Okay, it's something that very few humans on this earth are able to master, and I think once you find peace with yourself and you thrive in yourself, right, it doesn't have to be to do with status, monetary gains, anything like that, but within inside yourself, you're thriving by yourself, you're efficient by yourself. You don't need someone's cooperation. You don't need someone who can't cooperate to be around you. You don't want no toxic company. This is when you're at the pinnacle of your healing, I believe, right? But at that precise time, you can fall back to sleep in another situation. So you always have to keep your wits about you. All right, but I think most likely God or the universe will snatch you out of those encounters if you are drifting back to sleep. But it's important, because you've put all the work in, or you're going to put all the work into rebuilding yourself. It's important not to just let someone come and take that, right, from you. So, look, you need to know, you might feel like you're obsessing at the moment about the narcissist, feeling you're going through bad days, stuff like this. I want you all to know that these very bad days that you're going through won't always be that way in your mind. You'll look at that path and you'll be like, wow, those dark days are what brought me to where I'm standing. That's how you're going to be in your own mind. Those dark days you go through will bring you to where you're standing, future, present, right? You'll be in that present day, and you'll be like, wow, like it's actually benefited you in so many ways, going through this hard, difficult time that you're going through. And my heart's with you, you know. I understand what you're going through. All right. Your confusion, this, that, the other, but you don't need to look at them as the main thing. You need to get your head around is you don't need them to change their ways. You don't need them. Let God judge. Let the universe, you know, witness it. Like they're engaging in low vibrational qualities imposed on you, low vibrational you know, agendas towards you, which is dragging you to a low vibrational state. But the difference when the chosen one, empath, and genuine soul is in a low vibrational state is you start to look within, right? When you're at the bottom, rock bottom, you start to look within yourself. Don't take it like trying to change yourself or anything like this. You start to look within, you start to understand, all right, how you can better yourself now. And that's the main thing. There's only up from there. That's what you've all got ahead of you now. It's only up. All right. Like when you're at rock bottom, it's only up. So everyone goes through this in life. Majority of people will go through this test in life to be at the bottom. Right. And it can happen again and stuff like this. You can go really high and then drop. Right. But as I said, just like a mood fluctuates and there's a waveform to it, supply fluctuates, you know, your feelings of happiness fluctuates. There's nothing constant in this world, like constant, you know. There's nothing like constant happiness. So don't search for that. It's about gratitude and being thankful for what you do have and working while you build. So be thankful. I know you might get annoyed at me saying this, but be thankful even in the dark times, right? If you can be thankful in the dark times, and you can see, that's what I want you to try and tap into, your insight, your intuition, like see how these dark times are actually molding you to become better. All right. And I know the main thing that really troubles a lot of you, I think, I might be wrong, put it in the comment section if I'm wrong, but I think you fall into despair, into thinking that you can't find someone or company or this or that. And I want you to know you can easily find all of that. You can easily engage with toxic company, toxic relationships. It's just not the way forward. You see, it's just not the way forward. You can find that anytime, any place, right? And it's just about taking your time now and rebuilding. So just understand, they want you to fall into this despair. They want you to obsess about them. They want you to see them as the answer. They're not the answer to your problems. Let me say that again. The narcissist is not the answer to your problems. Okay? You trying to salvage that relationship, trying to save that relationship, is only going to end up worse. There's nothing good coming from that. Anything good that you've even gained from it has already been taken. Indulging in it again is a repeat cycle of history, and you don't need to go there. They're in your past for a reason. Right? They're in your past for a reason. Yesterday is gone. Tomorrow isn't promised. And today is the only point of future you should be focused on. So whether we all get to the places we want to be and achieve in life or not, at least we can enjoy the journey of ascension and growth, right? That's what's crucial. That's what's crucial. So I know many of you will feel like you're stagnating or you're stuck or you're obsessed. I want you to understand this is the cocoon that you're in. This is the cocoon of rebuilding. You're not stagnating, you're not stuck. All right. You're just brought down to, you've been drained, you've been abused by these narcissists. You've been brought down to a low place, but you're going to understand things about the world that many people don't understand. All right, and that's what happens with these tribulations and trauma and stuff that you go through. You start to understand, you tap into parts of the world that people are not conscious of, and that's the awakening that you're going through. So I know it might seem uncomfortable. People have different types of awakenings. Okay, people have different types of awakenings. Some are more gradual, some are instantaneous, but it's an awakening, and oftentimes it can feel uncomfortable. But eventually you get to that place where you know it feels right. This is how you want to see. You don't want to go back to sleep, right? You're not going to settle for less. This is the main things you should be focused on, right? So please embrace. They want you to obsess about them. It's a projection of their own thing onto you, their own, obsession about you. And they wanted to take control of you, okay? So you never find happiness in this world. That is an attack on your mental state, your psychological well-being, your views on the world. They really want to take control of that and crush it. That is what they want to do. They want to crush how you view the world. They want to make you miserable, because they're miserable individuals. Very miserable. Don't worry about the smiling faces. They're very miserable individuals. They're highly envious of you. They're highly bitter. They never brought this stuff to the surface, okay? You have a lot of qualities and admirable qualities that are enviable by a narcissist, all right? They can't be the way you are, all right? So don't expect them to change. Don't desire them to change. Don't desire them to hear you. Don't desire them to validate what you say. Don't desire them to reciprocate what you say. This is how you have to go. This is the direction you have to go in now. Right? You don't need them to validate. You don't need no reciprocation from them. And just understand, this is a very premeditated agenda to get you to obsess, to put you in a vulnerable state, drag you down to very low vibrational frequencies, and make you fester. All right? But what I will say is, in that place when you're down, you will go into your cocoon. You're doing it now. All right? You're taking time out your day to listen here. I'm very thankful. Right, and I hope you get some benefit from this video, but you're doing what you're doing now, right? You're learning from your own experience too. It's not just a video. You're basing it on your own experience. You're learning. You're connecting the dots in your mind with what I'm saying, okay? To the points that apply to you, all right? So leave them, all right? They want to make you feel jealous now. They want to make you feel, insecure. They want to do all these things. Just let them go. It's for the best for you. All right, I'm not talking nonsense. It's really what's best for you. All right, we're all meant to be where we are right now, and hopefully by us becoming the best versions of ourselves, we'll ascend to higher heights. So anyway, thank you for watching today. I really appreciate the support. Please book a session if you'd like to. If you'd like to donate or support to the channel, you can. You don't have to, but you can if you'd like to. You can check out Zion Music if you're interested. There's an EP I released, the debut EP Ascension, and I've released the first track from an upcoming project that's coming out soon. Check out the spiritual channel too, and I'll be back with another video soon. Peace.